In this video, I'm gonna talk about different kinds of interfaces that we have during fast transformations of metals and alloys. The first interface that we discuss is the interface between a solid phase and a gas phase or a vapor. Here you can see the red atoms of a crystal structure, and beyond the boundary of this solid structure we have a gas phase, and the interface of the solid and the gas is named as the interface of solid vapor. The interface that we have here has a free energy that we name it as surface energy. The surface energy in this kind of interface is due to broken bonds in this side. For example, here in this crystal you have atomic bonds between these atoms, but beyond the interface the bonds are broken and we have no more bonding between the atoms, and because of these broken bonds we have surface energy. This kind of interface we can find in transformations like condensation and vaporization. The other interface that we have in phase transformations is the grain boundary. The grain boundary is the boundary between two grains, and each grain and every grain has exactly the same crystal structure, the same chemical composition, the same cell parameter. Everything is similar. The only difference between the two grains is that the orientation, the crystallographic orientation of two grains is different, and in this line we have the grain boundary. The grain boundary, like the boundary, the interface between solid and gas, has a surface energy, and the surface energy is attributed to broken bonds between the atoms or incomplete bonds. So here you have organized and repetitive bonds between the atoms, but when you reach the grain boundary you see there is a disorder of the crystal structure, and the bonds are not complete like the interior of the crystals. So we have the grain boundary. This interface we observe in phenomenon like recrystallization. And also we encounter this kind of interface during grain growth. This interface has also its own energy and interfacial energy, which we will discuss the amount of this interfacial energy in our next videos. The other interface is the interface between two phases, two different phases. When we say two phases, we mean that we have two different phases. And the difference between two phases arises from crystal structure or chemical composition or difference in cell parameter or a combination of these factors. This is the most important interface that we deal with in future, because we will encounter this kind of interface in phenomenon such as precipitation, or some phase transformations. For example, in iron or in steels, the transformation of alpha to gamma, ferrite to austenite, or for example transformation of gamma to martensite, and so on. The energy of the interfacial energy of this kind of interface is different from the previous interfaces that we talked about, because here we have both broken bonds and disorder in the bonds between the atoms, and also the difference of the atoms at the interface in case that we have difference in chemical composition of the two crystals. In the next videos we will talk about these interfaces. We obtain the amount of interfacial energy in more detail. Don't forget to leave your comments and your thoughts on this topic. Thank you.